centrum festiwalowe. W tym roku jesteśmy na rynku, ale nadal korzystamy z tej sali. Nieco inaczej ona wygląda, jak Państwo widzą.
That place used to be our festival center now in the main market square, but this place has been changed. We're growing, so the screen is a bit closer. So this is the Dragon of Dragons Award. This award was introduced in 1999. It's awarded by the Film Council with its chairman, Professor Tadeusz Lubelski. There are so many important names among the laureates. We have Professor Jerzy Kucia, one of the laureates here with us. So tonight, this ceremony is very unusual. We have two dragons here with us. You might wondering, you might still remember the old statuettes of dragons by Professor Chromy. These are by a different author. He's been with us for a while as well. Well, last year, obviously, we're holding an online festival. The laureate couldn't make it. Peter Forgacz, he was with us. We held a master class. We had this online ceremony with a retrospective of his film. And finally, this year, this dragon can go to him. So we're holding this double ceremony, but these are not ex aequo prize awards. We had 1 year like that, but this year we have two dragons, one for 2020 and one for 2021. Let me just let us listen again to a part of the laudation from last year that was recorded by Professor Lubelski.
Do charakterystyki tegorocznego laureata Smoka Smoków, Petera Forgacza, wypożyczam taką kategorię alchemik kina. Bo tak zatytułowali tom poświęcony jego twórczości amerykańscy filmoznawcy na początku obecnej dekady. Tak jak alchemicy marzyli o tym, żeby przekształcić nieszlachetne metale w złoto, tak Forgacz od wielu dziesięcioleci używa amatorskich filmów, starych na ogół, realizowanych dla potrzeb domowych, prywatnych, żeby stworzyć z nich nowe jakości kino artystyczne. I ponieważ przez te lata stał się niekwestionowanym mistrzem tej dyscypliny, to się nazywa found footage, czyli nowe filmy oparte na, czy wykorzystujące wiele lat temu nakręcony materiał, no to już to samo wystarczy dla uzasadnienia nagrody. Raz w roku przyznajemy nagrodę za wkład w rozwój światowego kina, w tym wypadku kina dokumentalnego. Peter Forgacz jest pierwszym węgierskim laureatem w dziejach tej nagrody. Nie od razu on wpadł na taki pomysł twórczy. Zaczynał jako, w ogóle myślał o rzeźbie, urodził się w Budapeszcie w 1950 roku i w latach 70. zaczął studiować w Akademii Sztuk Pięknych w Budapeszcie. Realizował też filmy eksperymentalne w słynnym studiu Beli Bolarza. Echem tych eksperymentów jest taki film Traktat Wittgensteina, przypominający też o jego wszechstronnych zainteresowaniach, filozofią, psychoanalizą. Ale w tym okresie eksperymentalnym poznał taką ideę Marcela Duchampa ready-made. Tworzenie dzieł sztuki z przedmiotów gotowych, znalezionych. I tym jego pomysłem na sztukę stało się właśnie kino amatorskie. Przełomowa data w jego twórczości to jest rok 83, 3 lata. i założył w Budapeszcie prywatną fundację archiwów fotograficznych i filmowych. I zaczął pracowicie zjeżdżać najpierw całe Węgry, potem Europę, Amerykę, w poszukiwaniu tych starych filmów amatorskich, które przeobrażał, którym nadawał nową jakość. W 1988 roku zrealizował pierwszy film z nowego cyklu Rodzina Bartoszów i nazwał ten cykl Prywatne Węgry. To był numer 1 w tym cyklu Prywatne Węgry. Dotąd już 15 takich filmów powstało. Właśnie filmów opowiadających prywatną historię Węgier przez wybór, montaż, nowe udźwiękowienie taśm archiwalnych. Ogromnie się więc cieszę, że ten nasz Smok Smoków w roku jubileuszu naszego festiwalu trafia w tak zasłużone ręce. Przed Państwem Peter Forgacz, Smok Smoków 2020.
Jak Państwo widzicie,
well, as you can see, we had the dragon with us last year, and it was waiting here. Professor Tadeusz Lubelski and Robert Piaskowski, who is the representative and the plenipotentiary of Mayor of Kraków, and Peter Forgacz as well. Could you all please come to the stage so you can finally receive your award?
I have only one question. How did you know my address? It was in yellow book, right? May I say a word? It's a great honor to be here, not to speak about what kind of perfect festival is Krakow. I have been witnessing, this is the 4th time that I could be here, and it's happiness that I feel, simply happiness. Thank you very much.
Congratulations also for your new life. As I learned, you are just got married. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Robercie, na chwilkę zasiądź, bo teraz poprosimy pana profesora jeszcze raz.
And now I think we need to re-invite Professor again.
Tym razem
So this time we'll listen to his laudation. Well, let me say just one thing, that tomorrow Peter Forgacz will open in his multimedia exhibition in Hevre, in a place in the Kazimierz district at 5 p.m. There will be this grand opening of that exhibition. I hope to see you all there. And also on Wednesday at 6 p.m. in Agrawka Cinema, you can watch one of his films. If you haven't watched it, you can, well, rewatch it, see it for the first time or rewatch it. And now this year's protagonist, and a few words about him. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it was a few months ago, late in the autumn, but still we were riding this pre-COVID wave, pre-COVID autumn wave. Our council could meet and hold a live meeting, and one of the points on our agenda was to select candidate for this year's award, and one of our members, she suggested Piotr Dumała. He would be a perfect. But another one, she said, well, that would be a great idea if it wasn't for the fact that Piotr Dumała had this award for many, many years. But someone else said, well, why don't you check? You need to double check. I don't think it was him. So they searched the internet and they realized that that was the perfect choice, and actually it was to do justice to Piotr Dumała. Well, there must have been a misunderstanding, but only because it was very early, considering his age, in 1980s, in 1990s, Piotr Dumała was the person to whom traditionally all these dragons would go to. You will see that during that retrospective, well, Piotr Dumała, he actually put these films in order. So today's retrospective will be opened by his film The Gentle One, and that was the golden dragon of, golden silver dragon of the festival. Well, actually, he didn't receive the Grand Prix, but still Golden Dragon would be like the special award. And then 3 years later, Walls, that was Golden Dragon made of pure gold. Janusz Majewski was the chairman of the jury. And he explained that they were unanimous, that the jury was unanimous in its decision. Well, that was Dumała's animated film, which coincided with late 1980s. And then 4 years ago, in 1992, Franz Kafka, another film, received a bronze dragon. So Piotr Dumała, he had the full set. Golden, silver, and bronze dragon, and there was nothing for him to expect from this festival, maybe except for the Dragon of Dragons that will go to him tonight. But my role today is about finding the right arguments in accordance with the rules of the award, because the Dragon of Dragons is an award for the contribution to the development of the world cinema. And there is a number of arguments for it. There are a number of arguments for it. So, well, nearly all of us, as we sit here, we know his films. Well, the animated works by Piotr Dumała is associated with intimacy. He once said that he wanted to invite the audience to share his intimacy. And from the onset, a certain obvious critical description connected with his works were dreams. So these were filmed, animated dreams, and animation was perfect for it. So it was about transformations and dreams. So Piotr now maintains that he still has dreams like everyone, but he doesn't remember them anymore. So these are like dreams and admitting one's literally passions, like in the early film, touching on Dostoevsky or Kafka. Then we have that film inspired by the unfinished novel by Franz Kafka, America. And The Last Supper, obviously, there is this association with Leonardo da Vinci, and then recognizing characters from famous paintings. So that's number one. Then number two is the technique, is the concept. So Piotr Dumała, he's an inventor of the famous plasterboard plate method, which were there scrapped so many years of hard work, 2 years of work over on Franz Kafka. So this is how he came about it, because he studied conservation of stone at the Warsaw Academy of Fine Arts. And then he shared this idea with his colleagues who were making animated films. It is not only the matter of technique. In my favorite film, Franz Kafka, the portrait of Kafka is as in his portraits, but the movements are unforgettable, are unique, and one can hear that that movement was achieved or generated owing through that plasterboard plate method. And the third argument, and the last one, is that this new element in the Piotr Dumała's art is the concept that is there. So on Wednesday you can watch the forest that would be, and the Ederly. Well, not Ederly, because that would be, well, we cannot show them tonight. They are too long for this screening. But these films are not entirely films with actors. Well, Ederly actually is a film which is made fully of acting. There was this double issue of the monthly magazine about the cinema devoted to Piotr Dumała. And one of the speakers, Maciej Drygas, he said that he had brought a book from Russia about filmmaking that analyzed Eisenstein's film about Ivan the Severe as the film with acting. And Piotr Dumała responded to that. Well, I'm very happy to hear that, because this is what I thought. I always thought that there would be this intermediate zone between animation and films with actors. So that would be that triple contribution of Piotr Dumała to the world cinema. We understand that this is too serious a stage or a moment that this Dragon of Dragons could initiate and open a new stage in the laureate's life. But here, finally, let me also quote Andrzej Wajda, the film director who used to be the person giving the Dragon of Dragon Awards. In 1987, in the year when he was receiving this famous award of the city of Kyoto, he learned that every Japanese knew that when one turns 60, one starts one's life anew. So actually that period of 5 years between 60 and 65, when he commented on that, when he was receiving that award and he was 61, he said, well, now I understand why I'm so anxious, why I feel that anxiety, why I cannot stay calm, why I'm starting all these projects, my film school, why I'm setting up, I'm so full of ideas. So with this award, we wish you another happy opening of another part of your life, dear Piotr. Well, actually, I believe that now you have the full set, so bronze, silver, and golden dragon. So now to make your collection complete, we hope that with this award, you will remember that the spirit must be kept vigilant and creative. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you very much. I was wondering how would I feel standing here before you and carrying this award. Actually, you're going to a point, you're passing this point, and then you pass this point. So I do feel that this is the point, and now the question is about awards. Jerzy Kucia, Professor Kucia, who is here with us, he once said that the awards are, they make us realize that we're not in total emptiness, that it's not, that we're not alone, that we're not moving in a vacuum. So this is what it means, and this is what it's like. So with awards, we feel that what we do, it resonates, that it's needed, that it's liked, that it's admired. On the other hand, as Tadeusz mentioned, Andrzej Wajda, well, actually, I have this feeling that this is not the end, that if I compare it to a marathon, it could be a stop on the way when they give me a bottle of water and say, carry on. Perhaps I would feel weak and perhaps I would stop here. But with this bottle of water, I feel that I can continue. So it is like a fresh start. So this award coincides so greatly. Well, it's been 40 years of making films, and perhaps I will continue for the next 40 years. This is how I feel, I must admit. So I thank you very much.
Peter, can you join us, please, for a moment with your dragon? Dziękuję bardzo.
Dziękuję serdecznie naszym internautom.
So I would like to thank those who've been watching us on the internet from around the world, and our audience here in the cinema theater. I invite to watch Piotr Dumała's retrospective. So Piotr films will be screened, and tomorrow's exhibition at 5 p.m. Well, and the day after tomorrow, well, that will be something to look forward to. And let's have a glass of wine after the screening here downstairs in Pauza Cafe, that will open just for a moment, so you can stay with us and with